him I started Xavier, who has not played, and this is the first match of his.
We have also seen with regards to VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club, they have not won any of their games. So do you think you will continue to have the momentum and go home on 3 points?
Yeah, we have the more this thing advantage with that team, but still they are also young. We have to respect the opponent, and we have to go and win. Yeah.
Thank you so much, coach. We'll see you in the post-match. Well, that was the head coach of PANJIM footballers. We'll go to the other side to see what VELSAO has to say as they face off PANJIM footballers here at the Led Stadium.
4 changes made by Thomas Alvarez to the first 11. Janio Fernandez, the captain. Xavier Rebello comes in place of the suspended Liston Cardozo. Joyson Gonkar, Prasilkan Konkar. Pandurangons also comes into the team. Lloyd Cardozo, Jovito Fernandez, Filton Diguna gets the spot. Chandan Gawas coming back into the team as well. Valmiki Miranda, and the big change in the goalkeeper as well. Carol Peters Suarez coming in place of Preston. And now to VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club. Boy, do they need a change in fortunes, because they are really down. VELSAO will look for their first victory of the league today.
Yes, after speaking to PANJIM footballers, I am on the other side with VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club, and I have with me Coach Climax with me. Climax, first of all, we have seen that VELSAO has not seen any winning wave. So do you think that will change today against PANJIM footballers?
Yeah, we are playing a good football, but the goal is not coming for us. But today is going to be a different match, and I know that boys are really geared up for this match, and they will win today anyhow.
You said you are going to win this match. So are there any major changes or strategies that you have kept in place to beat PANJIM footballers today?
There is no strategy. I told the boys to just keep the ball and play, and just maybe there are 2 players are not there. Like Peter Carvalho is not there, but in the place of that, Kluzner has come, and in the defense, 120 boys come. So it's going to be a very tough match for us.
All right, thank you so much, Clement. We'll see you in the post-match. Thank you. Well, that's all we have in the pre-match interaction here at the Led Stadium. The kickoff in next couple of minutes. Enjoy this kickoff, and I will see you in the post-match here itself at the Led Stadium.
2 changes made by the coach today. Climax Lawrence, Savlon Cardozo, Ronald Azevedo, Ganesh Thakur, Viraj Naik, Rohan Rodriguez, Brian Mascarenas, Chesley Moniz, Kluzner Pereira coming back into the team. Romario Da Costa also making the team today. Presley Mascarenas retains his captainship and the goalkeeper, and Velroy Carvalho comes in place of Peter Carvalho in defence. The points table as we see, PANJIM footballers may be in 7th position with 6 points, but VELSAO having just acquired 1 point of their 6 matches. What a crucial match for them. Otherwise they will be relegated to the bottom spot. It's an important match for both the teams today at the Dulher Stadium, as the teams are ready to walk in, led by the referees. Both teams making changes to their first 11. We saw in the last match VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club being humbled by one of the favourites and the defending champions of the Selvel Goa Professional League, Sporting Club de Goa. They were almost no match for the Flaming Orange. They would like to change their fortunes around today against much more formidable opponents, which could be considered as a team of their level. PANJIM footballers, both teams very young, would like to prove their mettle out there. The referees for today: Akash Telugu, Raja Peer, Devraj Tari, and 4th official Niazi Abu. Panjim footballers on the other hand played another big name of Goan football, Dempo Sports Club, and boy, what a first half they had played against Dempo Sports Club, leading 1-0 in that first half. But then catastrophe happened in the first 15 minutes of that second half, where they went to sleep and Dempo Sports Club absolutely shredded that defense apart and demolished Panjim footballers 3-1. The final huddle coming in from both teams. The match commissioner also for today, Raghunath Gosavi. The Panjim footballers will be looking to pull off a victory and get into the mix. It's an interesting position in the table that they are in, wherein a victory could take them into the top 4, whereas a defeat could see them slide down with some other results going other teams' way. They could see themselves in the dogfight for relegation as well. They would try to avoid such a situation. Panjim footballers. There you see the assistant coach Climax Lawrence, but the coach for today, because Jude Barreto is absent with an emergency in the family, but Climax Lawrence able enough to handle this team, instilling confidence in his team. VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club looking for that first victory in this year's Selwell Goa Professional League. We're just waiting for the kickoff. The referee just having a check on the final proceedings before the whistle is blown and the two teams go to war. And there is the whistle, and Panjim footballers get us on the way and immediately sending it long. Panjim footballers in early possession with Valmiki Miranda. Ganesh Thakur is very surprised with that because he thought he was fouled by Valmiki Miranda there. An early free kick is going to be taken by Joyson Gonkar. The long ball comes in and that is a chance. Wow, that is almost into the back of the net from Janio. We'll see what happened there. Joyson's ball comes in and there is the flick on, and then Janio should have buried that at the back of the net, but the whole goal gaping at him, he's put it wide of Presley Mascarenhas' post to his relief. What a nightmare it could have been for Climax Lawrence's men, conceding within that first minute. Janio sets it up. Joyson. The back kick from Joyson goes out for a throw-in. And the throw-in comes in. And it's gone out for a VELSAO throw. There is Romario Da Costa playing his first match of the league today. Big occasion for the young man, Romario Da Costa. VELSAO have always been known to promote young talent. And Romario has been given an opportunity today on the big stage. And this is Fulton Dicuna coming into that left back position today. Poor touch initially from Lloyd Cardozo, but he wins it back for Panjim footballers. This is Joyson put out wide to another newbie in the team today, Xavier Rebello, who's also playing his first game of the Selwell Goa Professional League. He's making his debut today. We'll see if he's a little nervous or not. Coming in place of the very impressive Liston Cardozo, who is suspended today. Panjim footballers going with a 4-4-1-1 formation, whereas VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club going with the much more traditional 4-4-2. Both teams will be looking to tighten their defenses up, because that's where the goals have been coming in. Both teams very attacking, but it's the defense which has led both of these teams down. Silly mistakes happening. And there's that miss pass again from Prussell. This is Ganesh Thakur, who's come from Churchill Brothers this year to VELSAO. This is a chance. This is the newbie Romario Da Costa, but his shot has been deflected. This is Valmiki Miranda. Jovito losing out the ball again. Ronald Azevedo steals it off him and plays it back to Viraj, who's played it to Velroy Carvalho. This is Viraj Naik on the ball. Ronald with a beautiful turn. Romario Da Costa. Slightly overcooked ball, looking for Rohan Rodriguez over there, but it has gone out for a throw-in. Janio with the long ball. This is Savlon Cardozo with the chance, but he had been flagged offside by the assistant referee. Panjim holding a high line, a very organized defense, Panjim footballers, but so far, but we have seen they've lost concentration in patches, especially in that last match against Tempo Sports Club, where the whole defense went missing in the first 15 minutes of the second half, completely took the game away from them. Tempo Sports Club, they were in the lead in that first half, leading 1-0. Lloyd Cardozo getting that goal, beautifully worked goal that was. But then, like I said, catastrophe from the Panjim footballers, almost amateurish at this level. This is Prussell. Prussell's ball cannot find Lloyd Cardozo. Brian Mascarenas will take the throw-in for VELSAO. Chandan Gawas fighting for the ball. Cannot quite keep that in. Savlon. He's been one of the mainstays in this team and has been extremely impressive even in their losses. Savlon Cardozo. This is Romario Da Costa. That's good skill from the man. An exciting prospect. Romario Da Costa already early into the game, 7 minutes into the game, he's been wriggling past defenders, not afraid to take those shots on. We call that youthful exuberance, where when you see young players taking players on, that's what football is about. Can he get a few goals for VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club? They really need to get on the victory side, VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club. They are stuck on 1 point. And a victory against PANJIM footballers would do their confidence a world of good. This is Brian Mascarena standing over that ball to take the free kick for VELSAO. PANJIM maintaining that line, maintaining that offside line, hoping to catch the VELSAO attackers offside, but that's the ball coming in. Just taken off the head of Ganesh Thakur, I think there. It has gone out for the first corner of the game, and it has gone VELSAO's way. Brian Mascarenas to take this free, I beg your pardon, corner kick. Brian plays it to the top of the D, and Ganesh Thakur's shot has been sent to the stands. That was a well walked routine from Brian Mascarenas and Ganesh Thakur, but the shot from Ganesh Thakur has not hit the target and has gone to the stands. Carol Soares taking the long goal kick. This is Savlon Cardozo looking for Ganesh Thakur again and wins the throw-in. This is a good opportunity for youngsters like Romario Da Costa, Velroy Carvalho, Xavier Rebello, Pandurangons. All of them, the young bees coming into the team today. It's a great opportunity for them to showcase their talent and show the scouts out there that they deserve to be here. They belong to the big league. We've seen Goan football give some immaculate talent to Indian football over the years, and we have seen some fantastic talent in this year's Goa League as well. The first name that comes to my mind is Stephen Sartarkar for Salgaonkar Football Club, who is the highest scorer in the Selval Goa Professional League this year. He's been absolutely a revelation this year. Has scored 6 goals out of the 11 that Salgaonkar have scored. That's more than 50% of the goals that Salgaonkar have scored. That speaks volumes of the man's talent. And quite clearly offside there, Ganesh Thakur. You can see Ganesh Thakur foraying forward today in a more attacking role, I believe. Climax Lawrence has put Ganesh Thakur today for VELSAO. There was good work from Rohan Rodriguez, and then the through ball comes in, and Ganesh Thakur just a little early in that run. This is Filton Dikona. Filton coming into the first 11 after a long gap. And so is Klusner Pereira. We haven't seen him in action after a long time. He was injured, had pulled his hamstring in his 3 matches, but he is here today, crucially for VELSAO, because Peter Carvalho is the man missing. This is Valmiki Miranda. It's good work from Valmiki, being pulled back by the VELSAO defense. Ronald Azevedo is the man who's pulled back Valmiki Miranda. The young Xavier Rebello is standing over the ball. And what's the quality that he can put in? It's a decent ball in, but straight. And the volley again comes in from Presley Mascarenhas's punch, but this is not over yet for Panjim footballers. This is Valmiki Miranda, plays it out wide. Xavier Rebello's cross in, this time straight to Presley Mascarenhas, safely collected by the man. Was looking quite hapless in his last match, Presley Mascarenhas, as Sporting Club de Goa ripped open the defence of VELSAO Sports and Culture Club. Made some decent saves, Presley, which kept the scoreline down to 3. I beg your pardon, 4 goals is what Sporting Club de Goa had scored against VELSAO. This is Joyson in the meantime. Joyson tries to thread it through for Lloyd Cardozo. That has gone through Valmiki Miranda. That was beautifully done by Valmiki Miranda, again being pulled back. That's a crucial foul given by the VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club defence, because Valmiki Miranda had absolutely bifurcated this defence of VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club. He nutmegged 2 players there before being brought down, and this is a free kick in a very good position. We've seen a sensational free kick go in yesterday from Selvin Miranda. Joyson and Lloyd Cardozo standing over the ball, and Lloyd's free kick has gone into the wall, and Presley eventually collects it and takes his time. This is Ganesh Thakur to Ronald Azevedo. Handball from Ronald. Pretty clumsy again from VELSAO. They have to learn from their mistakes, otherwise it's going to be the same old story over and over again throughout the league. They need to reduce these errors, because this is another free kick for Panjim footballers in a dangerous area. This is Joyson. Joyson's ball comes in, and it's collected easily by Presley Mascarenhas. Presley with the long kick. It's come off Filton, and VELSAO 2 in the throw-in in the far corner. Jesla Moniz in close attention of Filton Dikuna. This is a chance. Rohan Rodriguez's cross, and that is a gilt-edged opportunity for Jesla Moniz. The name we just took being shadowed by Filton Dikuna. That is a fantastic opportunity to take the lead. VELSAO Sports and Culture Club, nothing seems to be going their way at the moment, but this should be buried at the back of the net. But they come again, Savlon Cardozo. This is the cross in, and another miss. Savlon Cardozo with a beautiful run down the left hand side, as it has been the story. Savlon Cardozo with another beautiful run from Brian Mascarenhas' ball, and then he puts in a beautiful ball in, and then Rohan Rodriguez didn't really understand the need to slide in there. However, it is still goalless for VELSAO because they have missed 2 gilt-edged opportunities in a span of just 30 seconds. But this is Lloyd Cardozo against Klusner Pereira. Klusner does well, puts it out for a throw-in. Takes it quickly, Lloyd. Pandurang does well over there. Filton trying to thread it through to Lloyd and ends up fouling. Rohan Rodriguez is the man who's fouled there. It's been a predictable start to the game. Both teams really fighting it out, not really giving the other much space to work with, trying to tighten up the defense. But Valmiki Miranda has been one of the impressive ones who's been trying to thread the VELSAO defense with his dribbling runs forward. But so far the VELSAO defense has stood tall. This is Chandan Gawas. We've not seen much of him in this game so far. Lloyd Cardozo trying to play in Pandurang. I beg your pardon, Xavier Rebello. But it has gone out for a throw-in, which is going to be taken by Brian Mascarenhas. Again, very, very clumsy from VELSAO. Poor touch from Ganesh Thakur has resulted in a throw-in in the same position for Panjim footballers. Foul by Lloyd. Brian Mascarenhas will restart proceedings, taking this free kick. Long ball comes in and Romario Da Costa cannot keep that in control. This is Pandurang Gons, the diminutive player but very fast on his feet. And that is a poor touch initially by Carol Suarez, which has led to giving the throw in away. Velrai Carvalho. Velrai wins the throw in again. Another throw in. A series of throw ins happening here for VELSAO. Filton Dicuna catches Romario Da Costa from the back. He was nowhere close to the ball, Filton Dicuna. The referee rightly points it to the spot to take a free kick. We've seen a similar foul given in the penalty box to Northeast United yesterday in the ISL, but to the demise of Northeast United, Federico Machado could have equalized against ATK Mohun Bagan but blew the chance by blowing it over the bar. But this is Brian Mascarenhas standing over the free kick. It's a good free kick, and what a chance that was. I think Klusner Pereira, yes it is Klusner Pereira who headed that ball just over the bar. He won't get a better opportunity to get onto the score sheet, Klusner. Beautifully played in by Brian Mascarenhas. He really should have hit the target, Klusner. from 3 yards out. VELSAO should have been in the lead again against PANJIM footballers. This is Ganesh Thakur trying to thread it through to Savlon Cardozo. VELSAO are growing into this game. The ball comes in, and is that a goal? It has been blown for offside. My excitement goes to Wayne because I think that was miles offside from Jesloy Moniz. Ganesh Thakur. It was actually closer than I thought. That was literally touch and go from Jesloy Moniz. Immediately looked at the assistant to see if he was flagged offside. Otherwise there was good movement and a brilliant ball from Ganesh Thakur. This is Rohan Rodriguez. Loses it out. Filton Dikuna. Pandurangons has stayed on the ground, and this time the referee gets hit by the ball from Klusna. That has allowed the referee to stop the game. Looks like a strong boy, the referee. He's almost unaffected by that rifle shot towards him. It's been an interesting start, like I said, to the game. VELSAO actually shading the dominant side of the game. PANJIM footballers have had that occasional chance, but mostly have come from VELSAO mistakes. The referee all smiles after getting hit by Klusna. Brian Mascarenas puts it up. This is Ganesh Thakur again, beautifully taken by Ganesh Thakur. He's had a good game today. Puts the cross in again. Janio Fernandez deals with it. Headed by Brian again. Romario Da Costa heads it down to Ronald, but Ronald's ball, which was looking for Ganesh Thakur, has gone straight to Carol Soares. Carol hooks it up long. Straight to Brian, who has put it to Ganesh, and this is Savlon Cardozo. Savlon looking for Ganesh Thakur, trying to play it back, but another player down for PANJIM footballers. Don't know what quite happened over there, but we see a player down. Chandan Gawas is the man who's down. Just probably got elbowed on his rib cage, just taking his time. Can be nasty sometimes, can give you a little bit of breathing problems at times when you get hit on the rib cage. Janio Fernandez with the free kick. Hooks it up long. Ronald Azevedo does well. This is Velroy to Rohan Rodriguez, being pressed by Filton. This is done well by Velroy. This is Rohan Rodriguez trying to flick it on, but the play continues. This is Pandurangons. Valmiki, a lot of shouting going on in the middle, but this is a good advantage played by the referee Lloyd Cardozo, and just cannot reach the ball. The players are surrounding the referee over here. Lot of shouting happening. Do we see a card from the referee here? Irritated by something, the VELSAO players. He is going to dish out cards, the referee. Things are going a little out of hand. And gives a yellow card to Presley Mascarenhas. Still looks quite angry. It'll be interesting to see what happened, what led to the anger from Presley Mascarenhas and the other VELSAO players. As the confirmation of the yellow card, Presley Mascarenhas gets it. Ron loses the ball. This is Pandurangons. Back to him. And another foul given by the referee. VELSAO players must keep their calm right now. They have to hold their concentration. This has been the problem mostly for both the teams. It's about who keeps calm in these kind of situations. It's always better to keep continuing the football that you are doing rather than concentrating on the referee's decisions. This is Valmiki Miranda with the free kick, and that was very well read by Velroy Carvalho. Valmiki's free kick, very well read, and the referee has called for a much needed cooling break. They need to pour some water on their heads, the VELSAO players, for sure, to cool their heads down. They run to the referee straight. Maybe the cooling break will allow the players to get into that shade, pour some water on your head and get on with the game. Thomas Alvarez, normally very confident, but he has a task on his hand, because this VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club team is putting them under quite a lot of pressure today. Has had the better chances. Could have been 2-0 up. But Valmiki Miranda has been very impressive for Panjim footballers, not just today but in the tournament. There you see the man in the picture, Presley Mascarenhas, who was irate, almost out of control. Has to be careful not to get a red card. This is Velroy Carvalho. Plays it long, looking for Jesloy Moniz, but Prasil doing very well to avoid that corner. Gives the throw in away. Velroy comes forward to take the throw in. Will it be a long throw in into the box? Comes quickly, plays it short. Viraj Naik puts the ball back in, and that's another chance! And believe it or not, Jesloy Moniz is the one who's missed it again, almost from the exact same position that he missed his first chance from, but this time on his left foot. All he had to do was tap it into the goal. What a ball that was in from Viraj Naik. Look at this chance. Oh, Jesloy, come on, you got to put that in, Jesloy. It's a chance at the other end now. Chandan Gawas down the right wing. This is Xavier Rebello. Doing very well there, Xavier Rebello. Lloyd Cardozo. This is Valmiki. The shot comes in and it's headed out for a corner kick by Kluzna. But what a chance again, getting back to that chance for Jesloy. Ganesh Thakur, you could see right after that chance. Couldn't believe that Jesloy has missed that. The corner comes in from Pandurang and the flick on. The flick does come in from Janio Fernandez again, but it's gone over the bar. Pandurang gone with a beautifully floated corner kick, and then Janio's header just jumped in a little early. And it's gone over the bar. No trouble for Presley Mascarenas. He's disappointed with himself there. Janio Fernandez knows he could have done better, could have hit the target. This is Presley's kick. Filton coming forward, taking his eyes off the ball. This is Filton again against Rohan Rodriguez. Roy gives the throw in away. Filton. And Pandurang Gond is asking for the throw in, and he does get it. Filton looking for options. Viraj with the clearance. Beautifully taken down by Lloyd Cardozo. It's excellent touch. Right in front of the camera. Beautifully brought down by Lloyd Cardozo. A talented youngster, scored a beautiful goal against Tempo in the last match. But in the meantime, Pandurang's cross! And Lloyd Cardozo couldn't meet it. Just fell behind him. This is Purcell. He puts it out for a throw-in. Safety first for Purcell. Just doesn't play it back to the keeper. Tracked the run of Jesloy, who was not really going for Purcell but was running towards the goalkeeper, and he puts it out for a throw-in, which is landed up straight in the safe hands of Carol Soares. Carol hooks it up long. And this is Joyson. Janio. And the header comes in from Brian Mascarenas. Xavier Rebello takes the throw in. This is Valmiki Miranda, plays it back to Xavier. Xavier wins the throw in again from Ganesh Thakur. The newcomers, the young boys who've come into the team today have done really well today. They've not shown signs of nerves. They know they have a lot to prove, that they belong to the big scene, amongst the big names in Goan football, and this is a big opportunity for all of them out there. This is Valmiki Randall. Just look at that close control from Valmiki. This is Pandurang again on his very able left foot. Tries to put in a float in across, but it's a grounded shot, which is well dealt with by Viraj Naik. And then Romario Da Costa finds Jesloy Moniz beautifully, who gives it away to Filton, and this is Valmiki again. This is Lloyd Cardozo. Chandan Gawas down the right wing. Chandan driving in. This is Jesloy, leaves it for Ganesh Thakur, does well. This is a lot of space in front for Ganesh Thakur. What can he do? He's still carrying the ball. And then plays a beautiful crossfield ball. Savlon Cardozo, still what a tackle that is, and it's still not danger averted. Ganesh Thakur's shot is blocked by Janio, and then the shot comes in, which has been sliced out by Ronald Azevedo for a throw-in for Panjim. That was riveting stuff right there from VELSAO Sports and Culture Club. Just look at this from Ganesh Thakur. That vision to find Savlon Cardozo was absolutely phenomenal. But take nothing away from Xavier Rebello, who's done brilliantly to block that shot, but we'll get back to that because this is another chance for VELSAO. That's a beautiful cross, and that is the first goal of the match. Jesloy Moniz has made amends for the two sitters he's missed in this half. And look at the joy on the faces of those VELSAO players. They've really been at it through this first half. They've had the better opportunities in comparison to Panjim footballers. The cross comes in from Brian Mascarenas, and that is an absolutely brilliant header from Jesloy Moniz. Oh, Jesloy, you've done your team a big favor. That is absolutely fantastic. Savlon Cardozo with that back pass to Brian Mascarenas, and we can watch that all day from Jesloy Moniz, and then he has a wry smile on his face, almost apologetic smile, I can say, for missing those two sitters. But more importantly for VELSAO, they are ahead against Panjim footballers, 1-0. This is big for the team, and they really needed it. They've come out with a lot of passion and aggression today. We've seen Ganesh Thakur really going at it. Here he is again, brought down by Xavier Rebello. He's trying to take control of that midfield for VELSAO. Ganesh Thakur, he's at it throughout this first half in a more attacking role put by Climax Lawrence, and it is paying dividends for him at the moment, with Ronald Azevedo slightly more defensive. It is that point in the game where we've seen in this year's league that they have conceded goals here and there, a loss of concentration towards the end of the half, and again towards the 40th minute mark. VELSAO Sports and Culture Club, we've seen so often that they are the ones who's conceding the goals at this point of time, but they've reversed the roles today, and boy have they done it well, because they lead Panjim footballers 1-0, and if they can maintain this lead going into the half-time break, Climax Lawrence can instill a lot of confidence in these boys. But this is another chance. They're not letting it go. They're really pushing forward, and it again, we're not surprised that it is mainly coming from the left hand side for VELSAO Sports and Culture Club, because that's where Savlon Cardozo operates for VELSAO. This is Janio Fernandez's long ball. Viraj controls it in defense and then plays it long, looking for Rohan Rodriguez, and Filton Tikuna heads it out for a throw-in. Well, Roy Carvalho plays it back to Viraj Naik. Ronald's ball, looking for Jesloy again, but Jesloy's run being very well marked now. Janio again with the long ball. Panjim footballers are missing some stability in the midfield region. They are missing the likes of Akash Sanadi, who is on the bench, but just as I say that, Thomas Alvarez, almost like hearing my voice, has brought on Akash Sanadi with Jovito Fernandez going off, and that does bring in more stability into that midfield and pushes the likes of Valmiki Miranda forward. Can he change the fortunes of Panjim footballers in this game? Akash Sanadi, very, very talented player. Akash Sanadi takes control of that midfield, which has been dominated by the likes of Ganesh Thakur and Ronald Azevedo today. Here is Akash Sanadi. Definitely brings in more possession for Panjim footballers. It does give more freedom to Valmiki Miranda. We saw it in the last game in that first half. Both Akash Sanadi and Valmiki Miranda combining very well, with Valmiki making those runs, but normally he has Akash to cover up the space behind him, but we've seen that missing today, and Akash can do that well right now. This is Valmiki to Jason. Very well defended by Brian Mascarenas. This is Savlon, leaves it for Ganesh Thakur again. Ganesh cannot keep that in, and it's a Panjim throw in. Chanyo. This is Prasil. Prasil plays it to Joyson. This is Pandurangons. Pandurang's beautiful ball in, that is missed. Presley, but gets it under control in the end. Xavier Rebello again ends up fouling Ganesh Thakur. Very, very clever player, Ganesh Thakur. And the confirmation from the assistant referee, 3 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. VELSAO in no hurry to take this free kick. Taken short by Brian Mascarenas. Jesloy gets through. Will probably win the corner, but which has been avoided by Filton Dikuna. I must say that Jesloy's movement has been most impressive. He has had some chances in this league, but he has failed to convert them, but he has converted one of the 3 chances that he's got. I would rather say that he converted the more difficult chance than the 2 easy sitters that he's missed. This is Xavier Rebello. Chandan Gawas rather takes the throw in to Xavier Rebello. Xavier puts in a good ball looking for Valmiki, but it's cleared off by Brian Mascarenas, gives Jesloy something to chase, and this is Romario da Costa, plays it to the right for Rohan Rodriguez. Rohan on the ball. Rohan with the left foot shot. Jesloy leaves it for Savlon or Romario da Costa there, I think. Yes, it is Romario with the shot. We'll see. That's good work from Rohan. And then Rohan's left footed shot gets deflected onto Jesloy's path. Then the shot comes in from Romario da Costa, and that is another half chance for the young man as we come towards the end of the first half. Boy, VELSAO could really have been about 3 to 4 goals up in this half. Climax Lawrence will be a happy man at the end of this first half, because the boys have really shown grit and passion in the game today. They've shown that hunger to win, which was almost missing in the previous games, but it's all good when you are 1 goal up. This is Jesloy Moniz, and the shot from Romario da Costa again has been deflected out for a corner kick. In my opinion, the young man Romario da Costa, with his movement and vigor, he has added another dimension to this attack for VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club. He's been most impressive in that attacking third, just filling in the gap right behind the striker Jesloy Moniz, playing as a withdrawal forward, but the corner comes in and it is a foul on Carol Suarez. We have seen that odd chance as the referee's whistle goes for half-time. We have seen that odd chance fall to Panjim footballers, but it is VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club players who are going off all smiles, because they lead Panjim footballers courtesy a Jesloy Moniz header past Carol Suarez, and for the first time in this year's Selval Goa Professional League, VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club look to have something in the offer. They've had a fantastic first half. They've defended with passion and grit as the referees walk off. At halftime, the score reads Panjim footballers 0, VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club 1. the two teams today, the Greens Salgaonkar Football Club and the Reds Youth Club of Manora. What a big game we have today at the Dullar Stadium. We have seen Youth Club of Manora put on spirited displays. This is Cayetano Aniston. Jay with the header. Oh, Leon, that was a brilliant header. Jason De Mello gets down. That is a very early chance. Could have been one of the fastest goals. Lewis gives it away. This is Stephen Satalkar again. That is brilliant from Stephen. Somehow manages to gather the ball back. This is that mistake from Luis Barreto, who gives it straight to that dangerous Stephen Satalkar, who leaves Michael Silva. This is Selvin Miranda. Crosses it in, and that is a chance! But the whistle had gone. The cross coming from Selvin Miranda, and then takes the hand. Prathamesh was the player who has been brought down by Jay. Fighting with the top teams of Goa, Salgaonkar being one of them, and look at this run from Selvin Miranda and then Jay. There you see that shoulder barge just getting Selvin Miranda off balance. Can they live up to these anticipations? Selvin Miranda with the free kick. It comes in and it has beaten Luis Barreto. The ever so impressive Selvin Miranda. There goes the half-time whistle. The scoreline at half-time at the Dullar Stadium reads Youth Club of Manora 0, Salgaonkar Football Club 1. This is promising from Youth Club of Manora. Joliston with the cross. Here comes the header, and that is the best chance of the match for Manora. That was very well worked. That's a beautiful ball. This is Hazel Gomez. And what a shot that was. I've almost lost that, but what a chance that almost came out of nowhere for Salgaonkar Football Club. And there is that shot, beautifully taken. Luis Barreto was just a spectator there of Youth Club of Manora, but in the meantime they are in attack. Frazier puts the ball in, and what a chance again. There's that ball from Frazier. Jay does rise up, but that header from him goes over the bar. And as the referee blows the final whistle for the game, but at full time at the Dullar Stadium, Youth Club of Manora. And we're all set at the Dullar Stadium as the ball boys and the referees lead the two teams out in the middle. Two new captains for two teams. Devnath Mondal captaining Churchill Brothers out today, and Dominic Roy Suarez captaining Sessa Football Academy today. We're just waiting for the referee's whistle, and it comes. This is Asif Ali Molla trying to go on a wriggly run. That's beautifully done by Asif. Asif tries to thread it through for Rakesh Das, but it is intercepted by the defense. Varito looking for Rakesh Das's run. Rakesh Das does end up fouling Maran Pereira there. But in the meantime, this is Rakesh Das, and this is Maran Mendes' shot. Frankie looking for Trijoy. This is Rakesh Das. Trijoy dies. And the through ball to Rakesh Das. Jobin Cardozo plays a good ball to Yagya. Yagya does well. Can he keep it in? Yagya with the cross, and this is a chance, and he does it there. Trijoy has scored the first goal for Churchill Brothers. Boy, did they need that. At the end of this half-time whistle, rather, from the referee, is leading 1-0. He's got a brilliant left foot, Yagya Kapoor. Corner kick comes in. Maran Mendes with the free header. This is Samir Kashyap, does very well against Yagya Kapoor and concedes the foul. Vishnu Gosavi's corner comes in. Kayetan Fernandez's rise. It's still dwelling, and that's a shot in. It's still coming, and that's a block at the right time. But this is Rakesh Das on the counter-attack. One-on-one with Aniket, and he ends up fouling Aniket. He doesn't have the legs, and the referee does show a yellow card to Rakesh Das. This is going to be a long throw in again. Ball comes in, that is dangerous and not a chance. Moran Mendes' flick on, easily collected in the end by Sapam Singh. There's Sandeep and Joban fighting for the ball, and then Vishnu has gone straight at each other. Straight red card to both players, Vishnu Gosavi and Asif. Rakesh Das playing a good 1-2 with Shashad. Shashad still going. Shashad brings the save of Sapam Singh, a double save from Sapam Singh to keep Sesa Football Academy in the game. The final whistle from the referee and the full-time score here at the Duleh Stadium. It is Churchill Brothers Sporting Club 1, Sesa teams walk in, led by the referees. And the referee's whistle blows and VELSAO starts proceedings with Marcus Mascarenhas chasing them down. And this is a through to Savlon Cardozo, early on for Sporting. Playing quick square passes. And the long ball comes in from Brian. And this is Jesloy Moniz. The first yellow card very early on in the game. This is a good run. Alan Pixoto wins the second corner. Course, and the ball comes in. That is a chance, and that is the first goal. And look at this header. Absolutely no chance for the goalkeeper. Plays it short. The shot comes in, and it is just the top of the net. That was a close call for Sporting. That's a beautiful ball through. This is Rohit Totad, and that is the second goal. Wing of play, and then Rohit Totad with an absolutely clinical finish with his left foot. Presley Mascarenhas has no chance of saving that. Artin Vaz is really an example of it in the defense, and the corner comes in, and that is dangerous. But Ozin Silva just gets back on pound. And another corner comes in, this time Ozin Silva. The volley comes in, and that has been cleared off the line. Gautam Dias' clearance has taken a deflection off a VELSAO player and gone out for a goal kick. That is the halftime whistle from the referee. Finally, the halftime score. It is VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club 0, Sporting Club de Goa 2. This is a chance. Sachid Anand, will that be cleared? And that is cleared off the line. What a breathtaking save that is. That had only one destination, and that is the back of the net. And this is Marcus Mascarenhas with a chance. Marcus Mascarenhas has made it 3-0 to Sporting Club de Goa. And this is Jesloy Moniz, who was put through on goal. Then Mascarenhas' free kick, and Ozin Silva. Sachidanand Satelkar into the box now. And he has scored the 4th goal for Sporting Club de Goa. Justin Cardozo and Gautam Dias standing over the ball. This is most likely Justin Cardozo. He's going to take it. And there is the final whistle from the referee. The full-time story here. VELSAO Sports. It is a big match in the scheme of things because PANJIM footballers have surprised in the Selvar Goa Professional League. The likes of Liston Cardozo, Akash Sanadi and Lloyd Cardozo have been extremely impressive in that Goan derby against Selgaonkar. Joyson chasing, but this is a good ball. Bevan DeMello coming forward. He's lost the ball there, the goalkeeper, Preston. It's a beautiful ball played from Kirtikesh. This is Richard Cardozo with the shot! Richard Cardozo to walk out, but he did have that shot and got a brilliant save out of Preston Rego. Kirtikesh. It's a beautiful ball played to Latesh Manrikar. This is some much injected Latesh Manrikar with the shot. It was beautifully played by Kirtikesh. What an idea of that ball given to. Looking for Bevan DeMello. And Prussell not at all happy with that decision. Shalom Perez, that's a good free kick. This is where strikers on their points. Bevan DeMello again, beautifully played. Preston Rego has lost that, and what a chance again. Danston Fernandez. Lokesh with a brilliant ball to Valmiki. This is a chance. This is what a goal! Panjim footballers have shocked Dempo over here. And that is surely to get in a spring in their step. And look at that pull from Latesh Manrekar, which will surely give him a yellow card from the referee. Yes, that is a yellow card for Latesh Manrekar. Referee finally blows half-time whistle. And what a half of football this has been for Panjim footballers. Akram blocks it, but Suraj Hatkonkar this time. This is B1 De Mello, and finally Richard Cardos just lays it on a platter. B1 De Mello gets up and slots it past a team which is firing on all cylinders. This is Suraj Hatkonkar with another cross. What a save! And that is the second goal. B1 De Mello, the captain. VELSAO starts proceedings in the second half. Valkiniki. Krishna Pereira clears it out. Krishna just clutching his ankles there with that clearance. May not have caught the sweet spot of his leg. He just had a loose ankle over there which could have hurt him a little, but he should be fine. But this is Panduran Gons. Tries to put in a cross, but again Kruzna adds it in beautifully. This is Jesloy putting it up. Can Ganesh Thakur neutralize the presence of Akash Sanadi and Valmiki Miranda in the middle? He would need help from the likes of Ronald Azevedo as well. That's very well done by Chandan Gawas. Savlon Cardozo ends up fouling Chandan. Very good turn from Chandan. Savlon has no option but to bring him down. This is Prasil. It'll be an interesting first 10 to 15 minutes of the second half, because the tactics of both the coaches will be clear. Only one substitution made towards the end of that first half by Thomas Alvarez. Bringing on Akash Sanadi, who was rested for the match, but he was on the substitute bench. Not only rested for the opening 40 minutes, but look at this from VELSAO. This is Jesloy Moniz. Jesloy with a poor ball in the end, looking for Ganesh Thakur, but Brian wins it back. This is Brian Mascarenas again. Doesn't see many options in the middle. Tries to carry it down, but he closes down his own angle over there, and in the end the cross goes way over the bar of Carol Soares. This is Akash Sanadi trying to take control of that midfield for Panjim, dictating terms. Akash Sanadi, he likes to do that, and Panjim footballers depend on him to do that. This is Rohan Rodriguez, wins the throw in from Panduran Gons. The diminutive midfielder, the winger, has had a decent game, but not enough at the moment for Panjim footballers. This is Valrao Carvalho throwing it to Ganesh Thakur, who's won the foul again from Valmiki Miranda. This is Ronald Azevedo, who's standing over the ball. Ronald takes the free kick. That's a decent ball in. That has caused some confusion in the box, but look at this sprinting from Lloyd Cardozo and Akash Sanadi, who's given the ball away. Lloyd, this is Ganesh Thakur driving in, pulls it back, but then he slips himself and it's been taken off by Joyson. His ball has been given away to Savlon. Cardozo, clumsiness on display from Panjim footballers. They need to do better. They need to get out of that quicker. They cannot concede a second goal if they want to come back into this match. The long throw coming in. Brian Mascarenas. This is Jesloy Moniz with the shot. It has come off Presil, but shouts of handball has been waved off by the referee. This is Rohan Rodriguez. This is Romario Da Costa. That's brilliantly done from the man Romario Da Costa. Boy, has he been impressive today. In my opinion, he is really changed the dimension of this attack for VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club. He's not afraid to take on players in that attacking third, and here he is again, Romario Da Costa, winning the corner kick. Good talent on display. Romario Da Costa, the man. Brian Mascarenas going to take the corner kick. VELSAO players are queuing up on the top of the D, will make their run, and the ball comes in, and that was another chance. Jesloy Moniz heads it into the stomach of Janio Fernandez, and it goes out for another corner kick. Going to be taken again by that set piece specialist Brian Mascarenas. He's already has his name on the assist list today to Jesloy. The ball comes in. This is a header from Velroy Carvalho this time, but cannot keep it on target. Janio to Valmiki Miranda. This is a very even game in terms of possession, but Panjim footballers have had the upper hand in terms of these crosses, and that was another chance. This is Valmiki Miranda, and that is skimmed the top of the bar. What a chance that is. Valmiki Miranda does very well not to go for power there, just try to keep it on goal, just missing the target. There's that punch from Presley Mascarenas and just about missing the target. Valmiki Miranda, like I was saying, that VELSAO have shaded Panjim footballers in the chances created, has been more effective in their football. This is Savlon, look at this run. Savlon Cardozo, poor decision making in the end, takes the shot and goes out of the stadium into the jungle. And Panduran Gons goes off, and Lokesh Kumar comes in down on that left wing. Panduran Gons being substituted by Thomas Alvarez. But like I said, VELSAO have played the more effective football today than Panjim footballers. And VELSAO have tightened up the defense considerably. But there he goes. You see the effect of Akash Sanadi getting in the stability that was much needed for the Panjim midfielders. I beg your pardon, Panjim footballers. The Panjim midfield really needed Akash Sanadi. There's that header from Lokesh Kumar Talwar. This is Joyson. This is a chance. Lloyd Cardozo shot. kept Presley Mascarenhas interested, but again not hitting the target. Good ball from Joyson, and then Lloyd Cardozo gets it down, goes on his left, and then the shot hits the back wall behind the goal. Again Filton Degona. This is Panjim footballers suddenly with those series of substitutions coming forward with a lot of vigour. This is Jesloy losing out the ball to Prussell, but it has gone out for a VELSAO throw-in. Some much needed breathing space for the black and yellow brigade. This is Ronald. This is Ganesh Thakur. Ganesh Thakur plays it to Savlon Cardozo. This is Savlon. That's again well defended in the end by Xavier Rebello. Good pace shown by the young man Xavier Rebello. Brian Mascarenhas with the throw-in. Ganesh Thakur, Brian's cross. Headed out by Lokesh. This is the shot coming in from Ronald. Deflected in possession for Savlon Cardozo. This is Romario Da Costa. Look at him shielding the ball. Very impressive. Brian Mascarenhas' cross and straight to Carol Soares. This is Akash Sanadi. That's a poor ball from the man and straight to Kluzna Pereira. His clearance falls to Velroy Carvalho. So Lokesh Kumar Talwar fighting for the ball with Rohan Rodriguez and wins the throw-in. Panjim footballers did finish in 6th position last time, so they are in 7th position currently in the Selval Goa Professional League table, but that could go downhill and they lose this match, and the match is coming up. We could consider this as an upset from VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club, considering the position of the table in the last 2 years. They amassed a massive 27 points. I dare say massive, because for a mid-table team that was quite an impressive tally. Panjim footballers, they are mostly known as a development side to Sporting Club de Goa. They've seen the likes of Kunal Kundaikar, who captained them last year, has been promoted to the Sporting Club main team, and we have seen him in the Flaming Orange playing very impressively in the heart of the defence along with Alton Vaz. Panjim footballers mostly play with under 20 players. But in the meantime there has been an injury. An injury to Rohan Rodriguez, I think, for VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club. He's had a good shift down on that right wing, Rohan Rodriguez. Climax Lawrence will be looking to not stay down to 10 men for much longer. He will try and make that substitution, and then Jesloy's header goes out for a Panjim throw-in. This is Valmiki Miranda. That's a good ball to Joyson, but very well defended by Brian Mascarenhas. Savlon plays it back. Kluzna on his not so favoured right foot. Jesloy ends up fouling Janio, and the referee actually gets hit up again, and And there you see the substitution being made. In place of Rohan Rodriguez comes Shamir Babu Swami on that right wing. He's also a very tricky customer, Shamir Babu. Will be interesting to see his contribution today. And Filton is brought down. Show of urgency from the Panjim footballers at the moment. This is Xavier Rebello on the right wing, and the cross comes in. That's an absolutely peach of a cross from Xavier Rebello. What a beautifully curled in cross that is. Look at this from Xavier Rebello. Just look at the shape on this ball from Xavier. Absolutely incredible. It's almost a crime that they haven't scored off that cross from Xavier Rebello. The best right backs around the world would have been proud of that from Xavier Rebello. We've seen that a number of times from Liverpool right back Trent Alexander-Arnold. Taking big names here because the quality of that ball was right up there with the world's best. But in the meantime, this is Shamir Babu Swami with the cross in, and Janio deflects it out for another corner for VELSAO. For me, that was one of the best balls put into the box so far in the whole of the Selval Goa Professional League. Xavier Rebello, you deserve an assist in your name, but unfortunately his teammates couldn't count on that, and it's still 1-0 to VELSAO as the corner comes in from Brand Mascarenhas, and then Prasil heads it out. This is Ganesh Thakur to Brand Mascarenhas. It's a good ball in again. Jesloy Moni says, oh, what catastrophe! The goalkeeper almost lost it there. Carol Suarez, what were you doing? What were you thinking? He's avoided the most embarrassing situation probably he's going to face his entire life. That is the absolute harmless scoop up from Jesloy, and then Carol Suarez, as he puts that ball out, he looks on in hope that the assistant referee hasn't given that a goal. Wow, what an amazing moment of play that would have been from VELSAO Sports and Culture Club. Shamir Babu Swami looks at the referee for a foul, but the referee waves play on. This is Ronald to the very impressive Romario da Costa. Shamir Babu going step overs, but the cross doesn't impress VELSAO, and it has been cleared off. But this is Ganesh Thakur who picks up the ball. Boy, have VELSAO been impressive today, and that's another cross! I think Jesloy has promised himself that he will not score any easy goals today, because it doesn't come easier than that. Look at this run from Ganesh Thakur. All he has to do is keep that on goal, and it is 2-0 to VELSAO Sports and Culture Club. As impressive as the football has been from VELSAO Sports and Culture Club today, the finishing from Jesloy Moniz, even though he scored one goal, has been as poor, because this could have been game, set and match by now. This could have been 5 goals up for VELSAO Sports and Culture Club. They would really hope, at least Jesloy Moniz would really hope, that he doesn't come back to rue these missed chances, because this has kept VELSAO just 1-0 up and Panjim footballers in the game. Brand Mascarin is just having a word with the referee. They're not very happy with that decision again. This is that man Xavier Rebello, the debutant, who's been very impressive. The cross comes in, beautifully floated in ball, eventually cleared off by Brand Mascarinus, and then Savlon Cardozo just wasn't aware of his surroundings and clears it off hopelessly. And Klusner, I think, is on the ground, who stayed on the ground, and the referee instructs Xavier Rebello to take it again. This is Valmiki Miranda. Prasil. Akash Senadi back to Prasil. Klusner's towering header. Akash to Valmiki, to Akash, but gives it away. Ganesh Thakur tries to take control, but the ball is also intercepted from him, and then a poor pass picked up by Brand Mascarinus. Let's take nothing away from that man, Brand Mascarinus. He's been spot on with his distribution, but look at this chance. Shamir Babu Swami tries to find Jess Loimonis, but it has been taken off him. This is Valmiki to Akash. Receives that with a lot of swagger and sends it out to Lokesh Kumar Talwar. This is Velroy Carvalho in chase, and then the slide comes in and beautifully defended again by Velroy. VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club still 1-0 up, 66 minutes on the clock. As the time draws closer to the 90 minutes, the Black and Yellow Brigade will be a nervous bunch. They are inching closer towards that first win of the league. How they would want and pray for a second goal to calm down the nerves. This is Lloyd Cardozo, gives it away again, but so far so good for the Black and Yellow Brigade. They have been defending stoutly. They've been closing down the spaces, but we've seen that occasional barge in from Panjim footballers. Look at this run from Klusner Pereira. Puts Savlon Cardozo through. It has been flagged offside by the referee. Klusner not happy because he was the one chasing it down. And right now, look at this, Klusner is out of possession, and the ball comes in. It's headed out by Velroy. Romario Da Costa, he's hardly put a foot wrong today. And the long ball from Brand Mascarinus brought down by Janio. This is Valmiki Miranda. Filton Dikuna. Filton plays it through. Lloyd Cardozo up forward and gathered off by Presley Mascarinus. He has a smile, wry smile on his face. You wouldn't know if that is a smile or an expression of relief from Presley Mascarinus. Gratefully grabs onto that ball. This is Shamir Babu Swami. This is another chance, and how many chances will Jess Moniz get today? And believe it or not, all these chances that he's had have come from the exact same position, and he's missed it all from the exact same position. He's gone a little, an inch closer than what he was doing so far, because he's hit the bar post. But if he did take his chances, he would have been right up there on the goal scoring charts today with Stephen Satarkar. The number of sitters He's got, I think that's the 6th sitter that he's missed. I would subtract it by 1 because I think he scored one of the toughest ones, the header, and he's missed 5 of them. Believe it or not, because VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club could have been 6 goals up against PANJIM footballers. The chances that has been created by the VELSAO team for Jesloy Moniz can only come in his dream. He's got 6 of the best chances in this match and he's taken only 1 of them. Boy, if PANJIM footballers come back in this match, I don't think he can forgive himself for these misses. However, here comes the cross and it has gone out for a goal kick. Filton Dakuna's header there, going across goal. The cross from Lokesh Kumar Talwar. Filton Dakuna's head. "70 minutes on the clock." And Jesloy Moniz is the one who's on the ground. Being attended to by the physio. He has a slight limp on him at this moment. But that's the life of a forward. You can miss 10, but if you score 1 and you are the hero of the match, people will remember you for scoring that 1 goal. Quite the opposite for Presley Mascarenhas, the goalkeeper. He can make 15 good saves and 1 blunder, which was almost done by Carol Soares, could make you the biggest villain in the team and for the supporters. But Presley Mascarenhas collects the cross from Filton Dakuna easily. He will start the move again. 19 minutes left on the clock for VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club to hold on to this very, very precious lead, which has come courtesy of Jesloy Moni's header. But this is Xavier Rebello. This time the cross from Xavier Rebello on the run does go out for a goal kick without troubling the defense of VELSAO.
Clear out jersey number 21 Chandan Gaon. Clear in jersey number 25 Akram Yadwar.
It's an interesting change from Thomas Alvarez because Chandan Gawas, an attacking player, has been taken off for a centre back, Akram Yadwar. It'll be interesting to see where Akram comes in into this team right now. Has he made that change because he needs more aerial domination from Akram? Akram's first contribution is fouling Brian Mascarenhas. He's back in a more familiar position now. Akram Yadwad in defense, defending a set piece. Ronald Azevedo and Brian Mascarenhas standing over the ball. The referee has handled this game with a smile across his face. He has been charged on by the players innumerable times, but he has had a smile throughout this game on his face. This is Ronald Azevedo with the free kick. A disappointing one in the end. Shamir Babu Swami cannot keep that in. Carol Soares with the long kick. This is Shamir Babu. Ganesh Thakur. He's had an absolute phenomenal game, Ganesh Thakur, in the middle of the park today for VELSAO. Worked tirelessly, defending, intercepting balls. But look at this chance from Valmiki Miranda, but poor decision making in the end. He will look back at it and will ask him, why would I do that? Because he had better options in him down the right hand side, but he went for glory, which has been easily collected by Presley Mascarenhas. The referee, in the meantime, as the game is heating up, as we head towards the last quarter of the game, the referee has blown the whistle for a cooling break. Where we see the staff really questioning Jesla over there of how can you miss those chances. How many times have you seen the goal scorer of the match, the only goal scorer of the match, and your team is leading, but the staff not really happy with the goal scorer because he's missed about 5 of those sitters. Ganesh Thakur just trying to smile and encourage Jesla over there. Meanwhile, this is Filton Dikuna starting proceedings after the cool down break. This is Valmiki Miranda. Plays it to Janio. Janio Fernandez's long ball, looking to find his teammate Akram Yadwad, but it has been intercepted, and this is Carol Soares. Interestingly, Akram is actually playing on the right wing. A very, very interesting position for the likes of Akram. Akram is actually forward now. Thomas Alvarez is trying to put in muscle into that forward line. He wants that aerial presence of Akram Yadwad. How often do you see something like that, a centre back being changed for an attacking player and the centre back playing as a forward? Almost a dream for any centre back who likes scoring goals. The opportunity has presented itself to Akram Yadwad thanks to his coach Thomas Alvarez. Can he get his team back into the match? Brian Mascarenhas has got a yellow card over here. He has been arguing with the referee continuously. Can Akash Sanadi deliver something of quality into the box? The ball comes in, that's chested out and then cleared out acrobatically by Romario da Costa. And this is a chance. Joyson has put the ball at the back of the net, but the referee's whistle has gone before that because the assistant referee has flagged Joyson Gonkar offside, and quite rightly so because he does come back from an offside position. Presley Mascarenhas will take this free kick, but it is intercepted by Lokesh Kumar Talwar. This is Lloyd Cardozo on the left wing. The ball comes in. Akram Yadwad! What an inspirational change from Thomas Alvarez, and he goes on to celebrate with the coaching staff because he has been sent onto the field just to do that. And VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club have not dealt with the danger, the aerial threat of Akram Yadwad, and just as we were talking about Thomas Alvarez's change and defenders wanting to score, Panjim footballers are right back into this match with 10 minutes to go. That cross from Lloyd Cardozo and Akram Yadwad. Presley Mascarenas, look at that movement from Akram Yadwad. Absolutely brilliant. I don't think he gets a touch on that. And that has gone completely through Presley Mascarenas. I think we will see that that goal should actually be awarded to Lloyd Cardozo because I don't think there was a touch from Akram Yadwad. What an inspirational change from Thomas Alvarez. Climax Lawrence must be scratching his head, thinking, Chesley Moniz, how have you not taken those chances? Ganesh Thakur just losing his cool there with Valmiki Miranda, and why not? Because throughout this half I have kept pointing out, I don't want to be more brutal on the likes of Chesley Moniz, but boy, this game should have been won by now, a long time ago, by VELSAO Sports and Culture Club, and they haven't done so, and they have been punished by Panjim footballers. And Thomas Alvarez's men are right back into this game. And they can very well end up winning this encounter. And football can be a very cruel game, and that if Panjim footballers log in full 3 points, as Akar Sanadi comes to take this free kick in, and there is that aerial pressure from Akram Yadwad, who's again charging at the referee, gives the foul away. This is Viraj Naik taking the free kick, and has gone off Joyson for a throw-in. But if Panjim footballers do manage to log in full 3 points from this match, it will be probably the most cruel result of this year's Selval Goa Professional League, because VELSAO have been absolutely fantastic today in their gameplay, but for the finishing. This is Romario da Costa, and Chesley Moniz in chase, but he has been flagged offside this time. He must be thinking to himself, how haven't I scored more than just one goal? That was very, very close, because I was almost touch and go in that offside call, but the referee had a better view of that. What VELSAO cannot afford now is to let their shoulders drop, let that fight in them drop, because it is still 8 minutes to play plus additional time, and football goes both ways, and they can still score and break the hearts of Panjim footballers. They can stop this comeback from Panjim footballers. Climax Lawrence will be scratching his head as another pointless silly goal has been conceded by his team. Presley Mascarenas should have done better with that ball which has come in, but the disturbance from Akram Yadwad has led to this equalizer for Panjim footballers. And that man, the lone goal scorer Chesley Moniz, has been taken off for Piyush Sikarwar. How many times have we seen the likes of Jesloy Moniz, who scored the goal, sit so dejected in the dugout? But as we head into the last 5 minutes, this is football at its very, very best. A mixture of emotions here at the Dilher Stadium. What could have been an emphatic afternoon for VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club is turning out to be the same old story, where they go with their heads down off the field, but they have been very impressive in this league. A very young team. Let's not take anything away from them. Let's not take anything away from the likes of Ganesh Thakur as well, because he has been phenomenal today. Look at the work he's put in. And the header from Savlon Cardozo doesn't quite reach its destination. Now Cardozo fails to put that ball in. The referee calls it back because there are 2 footballs on the pitch. Velroy Carvalho instructed to take the throw in again, and this is Shamir Babu against Filton. That's beautifully done by Shamir Babu. The cross comes in, just flicked on by Akram, and the goal from Brian Mascarenas! Jubilation for VELSAO Sports and Culture Club. Look at these scenes,
The goal scorer Jesse
full of black and yellow brigade. Look at this walk from Shamir Babu Swami. Akram Yadwad with the header, flick on, and then Savlon Cardozo lays it off for that thunderous left foot, and it goes through Janio's legs, leaving no chance for Carol Suarez. VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club are on their way to a victory which looked to be eluding them, but here they are, 2 goals to 1 up against Panjim footballers. That man Brian Mascarenas has been one of the more impressive players for the Black and Yellow Brigade. Jesloy Moniz will be breathing a sigh of relief right now, but this is not over. This is Savlon Cardozo. Both players down in the end, Xavier Rebello and Savlon Cardozo. But as expected, the team which is losing at the moment, Xavier Rebello, gets up immediately, and the team which is winning, Savlon Cardozo, stays on the ground for a little while longer. I'm sure we'll see him back on his feet very, very soon as the physio comes to attend to him. My, what an afternoon this has been. Football at its very best. Jesloy Moniz will be absolutely gunning and praying to God that this lead stays like this, the scoreline stays like this for VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club. As the ball comes in for Panjim footballers from Akash Sanadi. Almost anywhere will do for VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club right now. And this is Prasil for Valmiki Miranda. Joyson. Akram Yadwad has moved forward again. He's playing multiple positions in that substitute role. Thomas Alvarez's master stroke has been neutralized by that left-footed thunderbolt from Brian Mascarenhas, and we'll see another substitute. Climax Lawrence giving his last bit of instructions to Umesh Pujar, who is coming on for the young and impressive Romario Da Costa, who's made a substitution, who's been substituted by Climax Lawrence. A very impressive debut for the youngster Romario Da Costa, and Umesh Pujar has come in to give more stability to that back line. This is Brian Mascarenhas to Piyush. Piyush plays it to Savlon Cardozo. It has stayed in off the flag, and the referee blows the whistle for an offside. What an absolute treat it has been for the football lovers here present at the Duler Stadium. It has been a treat to watch this game. This is Lloyd Cardozo, who probably will see his name on the score sheet as they found that equalizer, and that's the confirmation of 4 minutes of additional time given by the referee. Panjim footballers have 4 minutes to get something out of this game now, as Panjim footballers are pouring men forward for this corner from Lokesh Kumar Talwar. Lokesh Kumar with his left-footed cross in, and that's a poor one under the circumstances. This is Valmiki. Brian's block has led to another corner from Lokesh Kumar. He gets a second bite at the corner. Can this be quality from Lokesh Kumar? Ball comes in. What great hands from Presley Mascarenhas under pressure. Collects that. You won't be happy to see the goal that led to the equalizer, but that was a great collection from Presley. Spreads it out to Shamir Babu Swami. This is Piyush Sikarwar. Tries to go past Filton. This is Carol Suarez. Filton again. Lucky with that touch. This is Ganesh Thakur. He would be my man of the match, but Brian Mascarenhas would be a very, very close second, just because he scored that goal, but he's been a workhorse down that left wing also. But Ganesh Thakur, he's led this team from that midfield region. The man who has been signed from Churchill Brothers, finally having his impact on this young VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club team. The players and Climax Lawrence all with their hands up. Ganesh Thakur just clapping the back of the referee, saying thank you for the decision, almost like they've got the decision out of the referee. Immediately Climax Lawrence, an animated Climax Lawrence, an animated Ganesh Thakur. They will do anything right now to get these 3 points. Brian Mascarenhas is not even going forward. They've all stayed behind the halfway line. Look at this from VELSAO. Look at how careful they are. I would love to see the end of this game and the celebrations from, and Carol Suarez has dropped it again and cleared it eventually. This is Brian Mascarenhas. Ronald Azevedo plays Savlon Cardozo. Boy, the efforts of Savlon Cardozo, does it deserve a victory? And Brian Mascarenhas' cross in. It comes in. Shamir Babu Swami chasing, and this is Lokesh Kumar Talwar clearing it off. And that should be that with a minute left. VELSAO are just seconds away from the first victory of the Selvar Goa Professional League. Climax Lawrence moving around, walking around in his technical area in all kinds of nervousness, probably instructing his players just to throw it towards the very end of the corner flag. Will he provide? And he cannot stop the corner. Carol Suarez. VELSAO players will stay back. You can see the instructions from Shamir Babu Swami. You don't need to come up for this corner because just checking the pump of the ball, anything literally for VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club. And this is the most impressive. Ganesh Thakur shielding that ball and winning that throw in, biding his team time. This is towards the end of that end of the game. Shamir Babu Swami to Ganesh Thakur again. Shamir Babu, this is almost there for VELSAO Sports and Culture Club are almost there. This is a corner. This is lots of claps and cheers going on from VELSAO supporters, VELSAO staff. This is it for VELSAO. Just waiting for that final whistle. This is teasing at the moment for VELSAO. Ganesh Thakur wins that foul. This must be so frustrating for PANJIM footballers. Well, Mickey Miranda gets that yellow card. It's already 1 minute past the 4 minutes of extra time. Shamir Babu Swami and Ganesh Thakur standing over the ball. I can bet my life that this is going to be a short one to Ganesh Thakur. Again shielding the ball, beautiful from Ganesh Thakur. Look at that skill from Ganesh Thakur. And there is the jubilation. Look at these players, look at the happiness, look at the smiles on the faces of these players. If they didn't deserve it today, they wouldn't deserve any other day, because they have been supremely impressive today. VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club. A happy day for the likes of Brian Mascarenas, Ganesh Thakur, Shamir Babu Swami, Savron Cardozo, who worked tirelessly for this team. They haven't been the luckiest in these matches, but credit to the referee as well, because they've handled this game with a lot of smile, because they have been put under immense pressure by both sets of players, VELSAO and PANJIM footballers. VELSAO players can sleep in peace tonight, because the full-time score at the Dulay Stadium, 7th place PANJIM footballers have lost 1 goal to 2 to VELSAO Sports and Cultural Club, and VELSAO have started their climb up the Selvan Goa Professional League table.
Interaction here at the Led Stadium. Today, the host will be going home sad because the visitors are going on a winning note. There's none other than VELSAO Sports and Culture Club finally saw a winning wave here at the Led Stadium in this campaign, and I have with me the winning coach of Helsa, Climax. Climax, first of all, congratulations, back on a winning note. How do you feel?
Yeah, it was a great victory. The boys played really well today and give their hearts out. So I really congratulate the boys and keep the next match going high.
All right. As you said about the next match will be against the southern team itself, that is Garden Angels. So how do you take this positivity in that next match?
See, I told my boys every match is a final for us now because we are remaining 4 matches are remaining. So we will take one match at them. So another final is coming on. So we will take the boys in a good.
All right. Clemens, I also want to know with regards to your goal scorers, we saw Brian and Jeslo, so one of your forward and one of your defender. How was the combo and because it's really surprising when it's a surprise for every viewer out there when a defender scores out there. So what do you have to say on your forward and defender?
So we were missing a chances in our previous matches also, but today they have proved that our Jeslo missed so many chances, but today have scored a goal. That's heads, and congratulations for him. And Brian, he is also a goal getter. When he come up, he take a shot. So congratulations for Brian also.
All right, thank you so much, Climax. Wish you all the best in future. Thank you. Well, that was the head coach of VELSAO Sports and Culture Club. I also have with me one of the key player, that is Klinsner John Manuel Pereira, who, first of all, congratulations. VELSAO has seen a winning wave. What do you have to say on your team's performance today? If you could just come closer.
Yeah, we were lacking of confidence because we couldn't get our first win. So yeah, now we got the first win, and this is a boost for us for the next match, for next all coming matches. We need to win.
What do you like to comment on your team's performance, especially when it's said that Brian and Josley also is scoring, especially?
Yeah, excellent. No words.
Would you like to comment on your upcoming match?
No.
All right. Thank you so much and wish you all the best. Well, that was one of the key players of the VELSAO Sports and Culture Club. I also have with me Panjim footballers coach with me. Coach, we have seen that Panjim footballers really gave a good fight, especially in the last 20 minutes. So what do you have to say on your boys' performance tonight?
No, we have to take the good part of it. But the only thing I was little frightened because of the goalkeeper. He should have attempted the ball. So he was new to the goal. I forgot to tell you before. But what happens? It's a luck. They also played good football.
This was your first match for your goalkeeper. So what made you change your goalkeeper today?
No, that goalie was little injured on the thigh, so I given the chance, second goalkeeper. Anyhow, we have to give them chance, young boys. He is an academy boy, sporting academy.
All right, Coach, my last question to you. Something that you would like to rectify in the next match from this match?
No, boys will take positive. Something, no need of this thing. We have to come every new game and fight and win the other games.
Thank you so much, Coach. Wish you all the very best. Well, that was the coach of Panjim footballers. We'll see you tomorrow for another big encounter and a clash at the Led Stadium. It is between Cesar Football Academy and Sporting Club the Goa. The kickoff at 3:45. That's all we have in the post-match interaction here at the Led Stadium.
নমস্কার, আপনারা দেখছেন স্কয়ার সার্কেল নিউজ। আমি রাই রয়েছি আপনাদের সঙ্গে। শুরুতেই চোখ রাখবো হেডলাইন্সে। নন্দীগ্রামে আজ মনোনয়ন পত্র পেশ মমতা বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায়ের। দলীয় কার্যালয় উদ্বোধন করে মুখোমুখি টক্কর শুভেন্দু অধিকারীর। দাবি ছিল 300 মিটার পাকা রাস্তার, দাবি না মেটায় ভোট বয়কটের ডাক মালদার নমপাড়া ও সন্দেশপুরে। আগামীকাল মহাশিবরাত্রি, দেশ জুড়ে আড়ম্বরে পালিত হবে মহাদেব অর্চনা। ভোটমুখী বাংলায় জনসংযোগের প্রস্তুতি রাজনৈতিক নেতাদেরও। ভোট এসে গেছে, দলবদল হচ্ছে রাজনৈতিক দলগুলোর। সেক্ষেত্রে এইবারও কি থাকবে শাসক দল? তার জন্য আমরা অপেক্ষা করব 2রা মে পর্যন্ত। নন্দীগ্রামে মনোনয়ন পেশ করলেন মমতা বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায়। মনোনয়ন পেশের আগে নন্দীগ্রামে রোড শো করেন তিনি। আগে ঠিক ছিল মনোনয়ন পেশ করার পর বুধবারই কলকাতায় ফিরে আসবেন, কিন্তু শেষ মুহূর্তে তার কর্মসূচিতে পরিবর্তন করা হয়। বুধবার নন্দীগ্রামেই থাকবেন তিনি। আজ দলীয় কর্মীদের সঙ্গে একাধিক বৈঠক